Okay, here we are at the R&J Ranch, Lockwood, California. There's the donkey. There's his water. Got a couple of hoses hooked up in here on the gravity feed. So I got a garden timer over there. It's on the gravity feed, comes on for 5 minutes a day, and it's fed off the tank up on the hill. And all this is for the chicken coop and of course for the donkeys as well. So when this comes on for 5 minutes a day, I've got a splitter inside there. This is all temporary. I know I'm going to have to redo it. And when that turns on, I've got it diverted so it'll fill up the water trough, the donkey's water, for a little bit of fresh water every day, filling it up. And then the white hose comes over and dumps into the 5-gallon bucket, and that gets filled up as well. So I had to do some balancing with that diverter in the trough in order to get the right amount of water that's going to be filling up the trough and to get enough pressure to fill this up as well, the bucket. And I put chicken, the watering, little water gizmos there, and the chickens knew what to do with it. I mean, I put it in there and it was just right away. They knew exactly what to do with it. But this is the chicken coop. I made it out of reclaimed storage shipping bins. So I got these on Craigslist in San Jose, Silicon Valley. What they were doing, they were shipping technical instruments in these things, whether microscopes, telescopes, I have no idea what they were, but milling machines or something, because it was from a rocket manufacturer that I went to and picked it up from. So I picked up, that's one of the storage tanks I picked up, or storage containers, and this is the other storage container. I built the roof out of 2x6s. I had a bunch of 2x6s left over from this when I sided that in, and I just ripped them down with the table saw and built the roof, and had some reclaimed metal, you know, for the shed, for the roofing over there. So this right here, this storage container, is for all my donkey goods and my grain, all that kind of stuff. So I keep that all in there. That donkey, well, I'll tell you what, he's just a big Labrador. Those donkeys are awesome. But I got the donkeys because I knew I wanted the chickens. And if we're not here, I know that the donkeys are going to chase off any predators that they can. I've had a couple of neighbors come over with their dogs, and the donkeys just stomp on them, get them out of here. They do. They just take care of them right away. But so this is a 24 by 24, maybe 23 by 23 enclosure, you know, run for them. Probably if they chew this up real fast, when it gets warmer, I'm going to split it in two and start irrigating. And they'll be free range when we're here. When we're here, I'll let them out. I put wire all the way across the top to keep any of the hawks and crows and stuff like that out. And then I buried the wire down along here. But also the posts are 8-foot posts. They're set down 24 inches. And I put cement, a bag of cement in each one. Hey girl, how you doing? Huh? Yeah. Get a little selfie going here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, by the way, that's Juliet. Smile, Juliet. Here, let's get show some teeth. Come on, smile. No, doesn't want to. All right. There's Romeo. Get it? R&J Ranch. Okay. So that's the run area here. And again, storage container. Or shipping container. There's the water. I'm going to get some goldfish and throw those in there. I know this plastic tank's not going to last very long out here in the heat. But this is a pretty good size storage. Now, there's my gate that I built up. So what I did with that was I had some 2x12 left over from when I did that. And I set that down into the dirt. Buried in the dirt a couple inches. And then I framed up between the two shipping containers. And so my door, when I built my door, I didn't want it to start sagging or anything, so I used plywood and I sheared it all up. And a regular old door hinge, that was a $2 door hinge. And that shearing on there is going to hold that door from sagging. So I put nails all the way through on that. And this door is a really strong door. I put this latch on here. I put a wire through to pull on the inside. Shoot, I just bent this back a little bit, put my finger right through there, and I can get it. Then I have this down here for when we're not here, to just a little added extra strength. I've already seen the donkeys messing with this because I got some hay in here. And so the donkeys are pretty clever. They come over here and they kick on this and whatnot. They can open it if they wanted to. And so that's why I put this down here. So with that, it's not happening. Alright. So, plus, everything's trying to get at this. It's nice and secure. Here's my gals here, sitting in the mud. I've only had them, I just picked them up 4 days ago. Got them in San Jose. Somebody had probably hatched them in their backyard. And they weren't supposed to start laying for about 3 weeks, but I brought them home and put them in the dog run on the side of the house, and lo and behold, they dropped 2 eggs for me. Within 2 hours, I had 2 eggs. This is a feeder that I went ahead and built, 8-inch PVC pipe, and I just took some band steel here and I bent it over the top, screwed it in, and I left enough room so that it's elevated a little bit. I think it's like a $3 or $4 pan from Tractor Supply. And I put the frisbee on top. Even though we're protected out of the rain, I still wanted to put a frisbee on top if we have a big heavy fog or something. I don't know, I just didn't want any moisture getting in there. And this is my feeder level. What this does is, it's my indicator. It tells me how much feed is in there. But I had a 50-pound bag, and it took 4/5 of it. So basically like 2 5-gallon buckets, because that's what I do, is I filled up a 5-gallon bucket and then poured it in there. I got it on a big hook so I can take it down and fill it up. As soon as I hung that up, boy, the chickens were all over it. But I have it elevated like that so the rats don't get onto it. I'm sure if they wanted to, they could jump onto it, but I don't know what they say, keeping an honest man honest. I've closed in around the bottoms here. Still got a little spot right there I got to get. But a lot of this is, just reclaimed. Chickens are just loving it. This morning I came out, I had 3 eggs already this morning. Let's see here. Here's the inside of the coop. What we did was I had to use some wire to pull the lid back. So I can open and close the door without it hanging up. So that's the door. And I just have this latch on it if I want to close it. I'm sure eventually I might need to close it. The winter's over, so the freezes are pretty much done, so it's not going to be all that cold for the chickens right now. Sometimes it gets down to 20 degrees, 28 degrees or something like that here. But I built up these laying boxes, and got an old gal in here right now. Well, I can't say old, she's probably just trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, there's another egg right there. Oh. There's another egg. There's 2 more in there. There's 3 eggs already today. So I gave them a little ladder because I heard somewhere that if they're jumping a lot, they may break an egg inside of them. But they were young, so I wanted to give them an opportunity to figure things out. But anyways, there's a ladder I made for them and put a roost in there. And then I built another roost right here. It comes all the way across, and I offset it so that they're not pooping on top of one another. But all of this inside here is all pretty much reclaimed. The plywood came off of a job site. And yeah, so this is what I've done. probably taking me about 3 weeks of weekends. 3 weekends to do this. And that's R&J Ranch. Donkeys and chickens. It's an official ranch now. We have livestock. Well, thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll have some more for you soon. And I'll talk to you all later.